Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to get a live this afternoon into my schedule. Wasn't sure that was going to happen, but here I am. 1 second, let me see. I think this mic might be needing an adjustment. 1 minute. How can I put this? Here, let's do this. I think that's better. I can't guess that's on. Okay, here we go. All righty. So let me get 1 second here. Get that muted. All right, there we go. Now then, hope everybody's doing well. Welcome. Forgive my manners. I'm Darlene. Appreciate y'all being here today on a Sunday afternoon. It's beautiful here in sunny Alabama. In fact, you probably hear some kids squealing there. They actually opened the pool this afternoon. So if you hear that noise, it's only kids having fun out there. Hey, Gary, how you doing? How are you today? Is it sunny down there? It's beautiful here. A little windy, but gorgeous here. And yet I'm inside. Go figure. Go figure. Ooh, I've been taking it easy today, though. How about you? I mean, it is Sunday. But I was remiss. I didn't get my readings done like I normally do for you guys Friday or Saturday because I had family and stuff going on. So here I am. And let me see if I can get this deck out of here. I would like to ask, oh no, there it is. Start our session today by asking what the week is going to bring for us. So let's tune in and ask what the week is going to bring for us. So I think I'll do two because I'm using this software today and it takes a while for it to get going. So 1 second. And I'm getting feedback. I was afraid that would happen. I may have to close that other one out. Hey, darling, how you doing, Mish? How's Michelle today? How are you? So anyway, I was going to start with just pulling some, and I know you saw my comment about Scorpios only live. I'm going to do that. I'm not sure when. I'll try to remember to post in the community tab so you guys will know too, because I know a lot of y'all are Scorpios. Hey, Audrey, how are you today? Living it up with 4 kids. I'll bet you are. Hide the sharp instruments, right? Raising 2 was all I could handle. God knew what he was doing. He said, don't give this one more than 2. Oh, goodness. Anyway, so I've been enjoying family too also. Yeah, and all 4 boys. No way. Oh, my Lord. That's why I didn't have a third one, because my ex and I at different times talked about having a third one because we kind of wanted a girl. But, God would have given me another boy. He would have just said, okay, I think this is enough. Thank you, God. Oh, my Lord. So they are 15, 13, and 7. Ooh, and a handful and 9. Oh, girl, you got it to do. Jeez. And yet, also God knew what he was doing, because I'm not sure I would have known what to do with girls. I'm not a prissy person by nature. I can be, but it's an effort. My mother wasn't, because it just wasn't how her mother raised her. She didn't know, she was just grew up, bringing chicken snacks for dinner, and they were just getting by and doing what they had to do. So my mother, played softball and that kind of thing. And then I came along and she didn't really know how to be prissy. She did later in life, but anyway. So boys was best for me. Well, there you go. I love that. Marine Sardou knows how to give sun. And that's really all they need. They just need us to feed them, preferably once a day, right? And, have the Band-Aids and Neosporin ready, on the ready. And that probably lives on your kitchen counter, right? And keep them from killing each other. I mean, that's kind of what you do when you have that many boys, I reckon. Oh my God. First Scorpio mom. Yes. Visons, welcome in this afternoon. I'm sure you're feisty. Of course you are. That's how I was too. Still am, obviously. Still am. All right, let me do a quick little read here for you guys. For all of us, I just want to do a little collective reading on what kind of energies will be coming toward us this week. And we'll see. We'll see. No, oh no, they would take one look at that house you got me in. Well, I don't know. I'm sure you're projecting some good sergeant energy, so they probably wouldn't get past that, much less your 4 boys, right? Oh, that's funny, Misha. Love it. Okay, looking at the general energies for the week. All right, lots of communication about something that doesn't make us happy, that we are not happy about. Okay, maybe I should stop there, right? Well, that's kind of what I say. I mean, my boys are grown, obviously, but it'll take a certain strong man to walk by my side, too. I mean, I just don't, I think that comes with getting older. You just don't take the crap you used to when you were young. You know better. Oh, hey, Cartsy, how you doing? Hey, Raul in India. Very warm welcome. I know you do, Miss. Just like, no, swipe left, Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see. Oh, and Mish, again, thank you for being here as a viewer and a moderator. And so I've pinned a little something different at the top of the chat. Just, you might want to, if you didn't already see that. Well, I said that. I put it up there. Did it get pinned? I'm not even certain about that. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Well, I didn't specify that this was a love reading. So for some of us, though, it could be we're having communication about, let me show the cards, something that didn't make us happy. And I know I got this funny little screen, y'all. I just needed to use the software today. I couldn't deal with repeating 1,000 times some things today. Hey, Leslie, how are you this afternoon? Well, love back to you in Texas both. You are so welcome. That's sweet of you to say. All right, so general energies coming toward us in the collective this week. Lots of communication or forward movement about something that does not make us happy, or we're generally unhappy about, whether it's love, job, money, family, who knows. But whatever it is some kind of a heavy burden that we are about to put down, folks. This is the 10 of Wands, and this resets to the Ace. So that is about to be history. What was that show? History. Well, Gary will remember. Gary, what was the show where the kid, wasn't it a kid, and that was one of his lines was history. I don't remember which one it was now. I'm old. What can I say? Now, for some of you, you are bossing up. Whenever this happens, you're saying like bossing up, talk to the hand, the whole biz, because you're embodying the energy of this Queen of Wands. For others of you, it could be you're saying, you're putting down this, the Queen of Wands is the heavy burden that you are putting down, putting behind you, moving on. Hello, the Life Light. Welcome. And Joey, hello. Now, interestingly, some of us, okay, this is a very specific message for somebody out there. You know, the Queen of Wands is known as the party queen. She likes to have a good time. She's fun. She is fun. I mean, that's not all there is to her. In the upright, she's an entrepreneur. She can be a businesswoman. She, like I said, she's very strong-willed, strong-headed, determined. So she has good qualities. But what I'm wondering is, some of you may be either, if this is a love reading, she would be my third party queen. Some of you may be saying goodbye to that. But also, this Three of Cups in reverse, especially in this deck, if you look at the artwork, I don't know, I can't even get that close enough, I guess. This talks about overindulging. So somebody here very likely could be saying, I want to put this down because I don't want to do this overindulging anymore. Nope, I'm not going there anymore. I'm putting that in the past. I do not want to be codependent. And also, maybe this overindulging is affecting somebody's money out there, because when you're overindulging, you can't give to the things you need to give to correctly. So, well, Gabriella, I don't think so. I do not think so. I think that was a very small group of you who that was for. I just don't feel that's necessarily for you. And let me see what else is under that. But some of us have some, I mean, some of us, be mindful for some of you, if you've got something coming in that you love, like this can often represent a new relationship in love, be careful you don't put your walls up. And for some of you, because I didn't specify this is for love, for some of you, you have a love offer. Somebody from your past or your, where is it? Putting that wall up. And then for a third group of you, somebody, well, I'm not going to go that far on the deck. That's too many ifs. Yeah, sometime this reading, I am definitely going to do a Scorpio. I think I'll do it live because that'll be fun. I kind of like to chat with people and hear your different stories and all that. So I'm planning to do a Scorpio live, Scorpio only live. I mean, other people could be there, but the reading is for Scorpios. It's not, general reading by any means. So that's my plan this week. All right, now, let me see. I'm aware, by the way, Mish, since I'm using this software, this will not be the Wild Wild West today because it cuts way, way, way down on the viewership, thankfully. I mean, it's kind of the good and the bad news. So hopefully it won't be too crazy in here today. However, I am looking, did I miss anybody who asked for the free reading yet? This needs to be a new subscriber, who has just subscribed. I have a free reading slot. Yeah, I didn't think I missed it. Thank you. But there's a big delay on the comments. Well, a delay, not a big delay on the comments. Gabriella, well, looks like it's for you today. Yes, he does, Airsoft. Of course he does. All right, Gabriella. Okay, got you, Gabriella. Thank you, Mish. Appreciate you having my back there. David, you just missed the free reading slot. In fact, let me change that banner right now. But I do have either Super Chat, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee readings. Super Chat are $15. PayPal or Buy Me a Coffee are $11 if you'd like a mini read. One question, please. And that information, those links are pinned at the top of the chat. So 1 second, Gabriella, let me go in here and change the banner. Okay. And let me see. Let's see. That one we don't need. And where is it? Where is it? This one we need. And then this one, edit that one. Okay. Let's see how that works. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, hopefully. See if I get feedback here. All right, stop. Okay, hopefully that'll stop the feedback there. Okay, all right. So Gabriella, type your question in for me, please, and let's get started on your reading. Is that right, Joey? They're all only apply to you? That's right, David. I typically, not every time, but I typically do start my live readings with a free reading. You just have to get there right away as soon as you get the notification to get the free one. Okay, that's a statement. What's your question, Gabriella? Or maybe you just haven't finished typing yet, sorry. And I'm trying a new stool out, so if I seem fidgety, that's why. Hey, Jay, how are you doing today on a beautiful sunny Sunday here in Alabama? Anyway, I don't know if it's sunny where you are. It's gorgeous here. So, Gabriella, actually, I see your statement. What's your question, hon? Okay, gotcha. Well, we'll ask that question for you. Let's see. That's an interesting choice. We will go with that, though. All right. No, nothing to be sorry about there, darling. It's gotta just work on our communication. That's all. It's tough doing something remote like this. Hey, Leslie, back to you, honey. Welcome in. Thank you. Awesome. You're still working today. I thought you just worked nights. You work days too. I guess I don't really know your schedule. I just know that it usually, because I'm on here at night, Jay, that you're working like Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday nights or Wednesday night you spend with your mom? All right. We are asking for Gabriella. Is there a future with Gabriella's person that she has reconnected with? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Oh, by the way, Jay and Mish, I posted 2 new videos in the members. Well, actually, it's for the Soul Tribe family membership on meditation. So it's a 3-part series. The first one on breathing, I posted to all the members because that's just such a good life skill. But the second 2, because that level of membership is includes some members only content, I posted it there first. Anyway, it will go public eventually, but I don't know when yet. So if you haven't seen that, go and watch that. Jay, I know you're in that membership. Oh, good question, Mish. Hang on, let me read that one more time and then I'll get back to Gabriella. Thank y'all for those hearts, whoever that is. Oh, great question. So I'm going to stop and answer this, Gabriella, because you may benefit from this too. I think there's a few people who would. Now, you ask different readers that, Michelle, and they're going to give you different answers. My opinion, it's a two-edged sword. So I talk a lot about potentials that I'm just picking, and I'm saying this because I don't think Gabriella has been here before. I believe that I'm just, the tarot readers are just picking up on potentials. There's nothing at all written in stone. It can change in the next 5 minutes because people have free will. And because you're creating your reality with your thoughts, if you change your thoughts about something, then you change your ultimate reality. So on the one hand, you would think, yes, but well, that could be changing every 5 minutes. I should pull another reading and see. But on the other hand, and I think the more practical side, when you're pulling there's a lot of ways I can approach this. I'm going to approach it from that perspective, meaning from the law of attraction perspective. If you're constantly pulling cards, you're living your life as a result, not a creator. I hope that makes sense, what I just said. I think it does. Like, what is it? What is it? Well, tell me what's coming. That's sort of that victim mentality. I have no control over this. Whereas once in a while, I'm going to check in and see how my creation is going perspective. And you're consciously creating in between those. I think you're more likely to have a better outcome. And you're more likely going to feel and resonate with that message. But that's just my personal take on that. So that was... So I think it is possible. I think it is not good to ask too frequently. And I'm not sure, I'm rereading your question because is there advice on some rules of the road on our person we are thinking of? I'm not quite sure the nuance of which you're asking that question. So you just posted, okay, let me see. I'm just digesting your question. I guess it could be. I just, the way you worded it, I'm just sitting with it. Yes, that can be. Yes, Mish, that can be a way. Yes. But I still think the same principle applies. It's like, like I've talked about that people say, well, manifestation doesn't work. Well, there's a few reasons why it might not work. And again, Gabrielle, I hope you're listening to this. And one of the biggest ones is momentum. And so you have to remember when you're checking in that you have momentum going from that past situation. So I think it's wise to factor that in. But in concept, yes. Okay, I think like evidence. Yes, like evidence. Yes. Like for me, the biggest thing, and I've shared this with you guys before, when I was working with my twin flame and I was manifesting, he would do something and I was hurt, and then I would, what I always teach y'all, I went in and said, okay, now what is this showing me? What is it within me that I need to work on? And just a waste of energy blaming stuff on other people. It doesn't work. It doesn't help a thing. So what do I need to see here that I need to fix? What wound in me is it showing me? And I would start working on that and start affirming the opposite of what that wound is. You know, I am chosen. I am loved. I am, you know, all the things. And then the evidence was, I mean, it was like a rubber band. As soon as I started doing that, he would show up. It was just the craziest thing I've ever seen. That was, it was kind of magical, really. It was like the universe was using that to show me how to work with it better and how powerful we are. I mean, it's amazing if you, but anyway, I'm going off on a, yes. Well, momentum of what you've already manifested is really what I'm referring to there. But I mean, that's true too. But most of the time, it's what you've already been manifesting. Okay, now let's get in here and ask, get into Gabriella's reading. So the cards that came out, let me see here. And Gabriella, I always have to tell people, Sarah often gives me the backstory before it answers your question. I have a sneaking suspicion this is the backstory, not the answer to your question. Oh, that's such a cool story. Gabriella saying, me and this person are drawn to each other since we were 16 years old, and now we're in our 40s. That's just an awesome story. That happened. My neighbor, actually, right across the street, she and her husband dated in high school. They both left, went to college, married other people, had kids, had families, you know, divorced, blah, blah, blah. Came back together. I mean, like 50 years later, they came back together. Now they're married. It's just, it happens. Well, maybe 40 years later. But anyway, you get my drift. So, all right. So we've got somebody here who's, excuse me. There was disappointment, and I'm putting this in the context of the past. I'm going to pull more cards for you. There is somebody who there was disappointment in the past about a cup of love, basically. And now this opportunity, they're rethinking it, right? It could be saying, well, somebody made a different choice. Somebody, made a choice in love. This can be a breakup, but I feel like, again, this is telling you your past story, because somebody feels like there's a lot of happiness here. There could be a lot of, this is wish fulfillment basically with this card. I know it's hard to see them, they're so tiny. Could be you're both probably checking each other out on social media. That's the simple thing about that. Now, I don't like this, and I'm not sure. One second here. Yeah, this just feels like all the back here. Yeah, there was disappointment because somebody could have actually felt like there was wasted effort, or like something they were excited about didn't come to pass with this Empress, which is presumably you. I mean, I really feel like that's backstory. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. That's the same story. And then you got divorced. Yep. So tell me the future, please. And thank you, Tarot. Future. What is the potential future with Gabriella? Now, Gabriella, you need to get busy, obviously taking responsibility for what you are creating in the situation with your thoughts. What story are you telling? Again, nothing is written in stone. I'm just pulling potentials out of a quantum field here for you. Coming out of hibernation, right? Deciding if this is something each of you want to invest in for the long term. Somebody here may be either fighting an addiction or being held back. Being held back. I don't know. That didn't pop out. Let's keep going here. I like to take flyers. that card came out again. All right, future. Things coming to light about, okay, that's, you saw me shuffling and then they came back, and I know you can't see them, but they're so small, even if I put them on camera, you probably can't see what they are. So somebody's thinking, this is pulling back, retreating, going into the cave. This is the Hermit. Now, it came out sideways, so somebody's considering, you know, anyway, never mind. It's not really, I don't think, relative as much as these other cards are. So I think there have been fears and concerns, probably on both your parts, about moving forward with this. But now some things are being illuminated about that. And I'm wondering if somebody here, one of you, is not the King of Cups can be either emotionally unavailable, can be too needy, too emotional. I don't like that he's in reverse, or just plain holding that cup of love, not giving it, not willing to give it yet for whatever reason. And yet, right in the middle of these cards, I have the Empress. She talks about expansion, nurturing, creativity. And then I have this Page of Wands that came out in reverse again. That is lacking the curiosity, the desire to explore something. Very likely, now this is the card of remorse and regret. So what is that about? And yet it turns around and it says somebody here is making an offer, and we're talking about future, that appears to be victorious, a win, if you will, which creates a Tower. Okay, let me see here. Where somebody, I think, then puts up a wall. Interesting. Okay. I don't know your backstory, Gabriella. So I don't know if in the past one of you there might have been deception between you two in the past, because I feel like this is a past energy. But let me keep going here. The High Priestess talks about listening to your intuition. It also talks about things that are not seen or hidden. Now, we ask future here. So somebody, one of you, could be hiding that there has been deception of some kind. Maybe it had nothing to do with this person, but it might. So either you're deceiving this person about something in your reality, or, excuse me, this could be something in the past. I just don't get the feeling like it's happening to you. I feel like it's happening, or this deception might be one of you had something in your lives independent and outside of this relationship, but somehow you feel like that's put a shade on this relationship in the future. Yeah, because somebody here looks to be getting cold or cutting something out, or getting bitchy. Get bitchy. Sorry, I don't want to say that out loud. All right, let me see what else comes out for you. And Jay, I also, yes, $11 for PayPal or buy me a coffee, or if you want to use Super Chat, those are going to be $15 because I have to pay YouTube. Gabriella said he was getting divorced because his current wife didn't want him. Oh, but he wanted to work on his marriage. He was crying on my face, saying that he didn't cry in 20 years because he's torn. Okay, that explains this entire. Thank you. That explains that. Yep, things coming to light that and that's just a different way of saying things. What came to light is that he's not emotionally available. He's just not. He's shut down. Yes, I think he sees you as this empress, and I love that. Except he's holding back, exploring that option. And I don't mean you're an option. I mean, there is curiosity, and yet he's too stuck in this energy of remorse and regret and being sad. This has just got "I need time" written all over it. Gabriella's what it's basically saying. So, and he refuses to say what he feels. Yeah, that would definitely be this King of Cups in reverse. Yep, I'm holding back. Nobody getting my cup. Yep. And that's also part of this hermit energy too, being isolated. Anything else you'd like to tell Gabriella? Okay, well, that's good. That's positive. He's working. It's just what I just said. This feels like I just need time. Give the man some time. He's working on this broken heart. He's working on it. He is working on the broken. These cards are so small, sometimes I can't help him. Working on the broken heart with this Queen of Wands in reverse, who he's leaving. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you just now can't believe the Three of Wands hadn't come out. Let's see if it does. What else would you like to tell Gabriella? So this is not it can't happen. It's just it's not, he's not in a good energy for it to happen yet. Just needs time. I just had that conversation with somebody, a guy that wants to take me out, and I said, I am not emotionally available right now. I mean, that's the truth that was only half the truth, but I didn't feel like I wanted to hurt his feelings either, but it wasn't the nice thing for me to do, to go out with him knowing perfectly well that I just there wasn't a future there. Anyway, yeah, he's trying to gather. He is trying to gather his strength. He just needs time to be strong and regain his strength from this situation that he's in. This is basically being out in the cold. Also, this means a lack of stability. It also means maybe he's focusing on money because, a divorce is expensive, and this means it can affect the money. So right now he's juggling a lot. He's juggling a lot emotionally, financially, energetically, I feel like. Yep. Yeah, I mean, when I tune into his energy, he feels tired. I'll be honest with you. He feels tired and overwhelmed, and very sad. So, Gabriella, the bottom line is give it some time. I don't see any reason why it can't. There's nothing here really that indicates that it can't be something good in the future. But right now, Spirit is saying he needs time. Don't we all? Don't we all? Yeah, we just need some time. Now, all that being said, educate yourself about law of attraction, because you can change this. You can collapse timelines. You have the power. If you get busy manifesting, you're in control of that. Thank you, Mish. I thought that was considering what I'm feeling, this person is feeling. Yeah. But I feel there is hope there. He's just got to have some time to lick his wounds, so to speak. You are very welcome. You told him to ask. Aw. He asked you to wait. Oh, how sweet. Yes. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's not a no at all. It just, he needs time, right? So, yeah, there's that. And I'll say it again, and don't we all? And don't we all? Goodness me. Gabriella, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you will join us again. And let me see here. Mish, did you send me a message? Are you saying? Let me see. Speaking of the man, there you went one. Sorry, I turned my notifications on just to check your thing, Mish, and then suddenly it's too much. Turn it off again. Make it go away. Make it stop. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'll say again, y'all, if you can hear that rowdiness and squealing in the background, it's the kids. They opened the pool today. So it's kids out there playing, having a good time. Why is it not? Okay, there we go. Ooh, Mish, that's a good question. Okay. Well, I will tell you have more control over that than you. I couldn't resist. Oh, goodness me. Oh, you told him you'd wait for him. Oh, gosh, that's so sweet. Oh, so sweet. I mean, assuming you want to, and I get the feeling you do. I think it could be good. I do. Just give him some time. Poor man has got a full plate. All right, let me see what deck here for Mish. Excuse me. Oh, that's funny, making room for the new. Well, you never know. That's right. You never know, do you? Life will just throw things. What deck? Okay, that's interesting. I'm always intrigued because this is my offline deck. This is my me deck. I don't choose it. It chooses me on these readings. This one doesn't come out often, so you get the I call it the big guns. Okay. 3 shuffles. We're going to go yes or no. 3 shuffles, and then we'll elaborate from there. Hang on, y'all. Sorry, getting eyelash or something there in my eye. So let's start with a yes or no. 3 shuffles. Upright, yes. Reverse, no for Misha's question. And I'm asking it internally. Maybe not. Maybe not. Now, it is interesting that you got a page because those are children, young people, children. Guys, please read the banner. Free reading slots are spoken for, but you may purchase a reading if you would like a mini read. That information is pinned at the chat or it's in the description box. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for being here. It's like waffling between being curious about it and, oh goodness, I don't know if I want to do that. That's a heavy burden to do that again. I mean, I don't mean burden, but you know what I mean. It's responsibility. Yeah, do I really want to repeat that cycle? Do I really want to do that? This is like your inner dialogue. Well, maybe when the timing is just right, I might. When the timing is just right, I might. But then again, once you get out there, can I come back? Can I, if I get out there and I make that decision, I don't know if there's any coming in out of that call. So, Page of Pentacles in reverse is saying maybe I might not have learned the lesson I need to learn. I mean, I'm tongue in cheek here a little bit, but no, that really is what that card means. Yeah, if you didn't learn whatever they're teaching you, the ones you have now are teaching you, then maybe, yeah. Interesting though, the devil in reverse. So what do you need to be released from, or set free from? What would, oh, you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like, don't shoot me, Mish. Don't shoot me. Okay, devil in reverse means being released from something. So that waffling back and forth that I was feeling in the lesson that we were talking about, because it's in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse is a student card, and it means when it's, to me, when it's in reverse as a reader, it means I need to repeat a lesson. I didn't learn some lesson now. That's what Spirit's saying. I'm going to have to repeat it because I didn't learn it the first time around. And what is that lesson? It's about being released from something. I know you know what this card means. It means love. Somebody coming in here riding on their white horse to give you love. And then it ends up being this conflict. And so basically conflict and competition. And then, oh my God, I don't know. Can we make this for the long term? Or is there really love here? Or so it's like, it's more about the relationship than it is about the product of the relationship, if you get my drift, Mish. I suspect you do. Yes, essentially fear. Yes, fear of failure is a short way to express that. Fear of failure in the relationship. Yes. Bottom line, that's exactly what it would be. Fear of failure in your romantic relationship that, would be not conducive to doing that again. Well, okay. To me, that's a little different than a more natural situation, which was what I was picturing in my mind. So, although it really shouldn't be. I mean, I was just picturing that, but that doesn't. I'm asking Tara if that. Sorry, my nose is itching. If that makes a difference for you. Okay, well, see, that's what I thought you were asking. Well, I'm having an inner dialogue, y'all. Hang on a second. I'm here having an inner dialogue about Misha's question that she wrote to me, and that's why I'm not blabbering out here. I think when people put their question on PayPal, I feel implied is let's not blab it to the world. Let's kind of keep this between us. So I don't know if that was your intent or not, Mish, but I feel that way. So I'm asking. Yeah, I know you. I know now you meant both ways. I didn't. The reader didn't see that, and that's why I'm having an internal dialogue with my team. Does it matter? Should I do it over? Should I? I'm having that conversation. And I know you like my process. I mean, I know you like to learn from reader's process. So that's why I'm verbally telling you what I'm doing. Yeah, I thought you might. I thought you might want to keep that. Thank you, Jay. Well, I don't know. That might not be true with all readers. This is just how I do it, Mish. I didn't learn from other readers. I'm just here doing me. So you have to ask them how they do. Okay, I'm getting a message. They're saying pull 3 cards for this potential new other scenario. I'm just posing my question here. I feel like that wanted to come out. Guess it wanted to come back out. That's funny. Okay. Can y'all not see the banner on the screen? Sometimes I know it gets covered up. Tell me, please, in the comments, because I put a banner up there that says the free reading slot is taken, but I do have super chats available, and those are $15, or PayPal and buy me a coffee are $11. So I saw that Alicia was asking. So can you see that on the screen up there, though, guys? The essence, I'm trying to summarize this. The essence of the answer to your question lies, I'm doing a full circle, lies here because it came out again. The same Knight of Cups came out again. And I feel like it has to do with you deciding about this, who you are as the Queen of Wands, because it came out sideways. Do you want to run, jump, and play and have fun? Or are you going to be more focused on, now don't take this the wrong way. I think you know me well enough by now, Michelle, that what I'm trying to figure out a way to word it. Because the Queen of Wands it's sideways. It means you're deciding, or this situation going forward, the answer to your question lies here in which energy is embodied going forward. So in reverse, she's not happy. She's self-centered and self-absorbed. And I don't think this is saying that you are that. What I'm saying is you may question if you want to take that on, because it might be more than you want to give of yourself. Hence the Chariot that's not going anywhere. And making a choice in love of whether or not I want to work on this, because it puts you at a crossroads, because you're not sure if you want to surrender to it. And I think that's just one of the factors. It's not about the man, it's about the other luggage that comes with him. And I don't mean that in a detrimental way. Because somewhere in you, so you might, okay, here's what I'm feeling. I don't have a card of self-sabotage, but I'm feeling that you might subconsciously, let me be clear, subconsciously So this is not a yes, no answer. I mean, you already know that. It's not a yes, no answer. But subconsciously, you might self-sabotage this, because when you get to this point, justice, this is legalities, this is like marriages and so forth, and balancing those scales. That is where you have the conflict. Because what? Is it for the long term? Is it really, though? Is it really? Is this so? These, you see how these cards are repeating now, even though I've shuffled them. So it kind of full circle about that, and it's yet to be determined, depending on. So I would say you obviously need to do some homework on getting clear about that, getting clear about how you feel about a long-term relationship and all that comes with it, especially with this person. Because again, it keeps circling back to that same energy. Will I feel like I don't have enough time for myself if that happens? Will I feel like I can't, this weird energy off of her. In fact, where'd she go? I want to know. I'm just gonna ask. Probably, well, it is in the sense that, and no, I'm feeling this is not that person. Let me put it that way. But what I am feeling is the energy of where you are is influencing where you're going very strongly. And I know that's come out in your readings before. You're not, this is unfinished business. And so how can you, yeah. One second. I'm taking my time today in case you didn't notice. Like I don't always. They say, oh, like she doesn't always. Mm. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. I like that, Jay. Yeah, and these cards are kind of dark. I know, even if you could see them, you can't see them. So I was asking Spirit about this Queen of Wands that came out sideways. I was saying, can you give me more information about that, what that means? I get the Page of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but the Queen of Pentacles upright. And so I think that this speaks to a couple of things. Of course, the Page of Swords, that's can be disappointing news, and we know what you're going through that could affect. You could feel like this is a missed opportunity either with this person or was specifically with this person, because you're having to take care of your own self, because you're having to be sure your foundation is strong as you're getting out of this situation, and you've got to be sure your money's good and all that. Meanwhile, I don't know what this other person's doing, but what I'm hearing clearly is you got too much of this I'm unhappy in this situation energy still to be thinking about. Yes, see the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, this is isolation even. So it's like probably I need to isolate, but then I really want to come together and collaborate with this person, but I probably need to isolate because I got all this over here, this hot mess, and I need to focus on me. I need to focus on manifesting what I need and want in my life, what I need to take care of myself and my kids. and who and what I can collaborate to do that. And so I don't think I need to be rushing off anywhere. That might end up badly. And so I just lay awake at night and count my swords because in the meantime, my life is not stable. My life is not stable right now. It is interesting too. I have a judgment card in reverse. I think this is saying you, don't shoot the messenger, Mish. You are going through a kind of an awakening. Forget what your person is. I feel like this is you. This is like can be a wake-up call, yes, but an awakening means, back to that original comment I made a while ago about learning a lesson. There's something here, a wound here that is within this reading that needs to be healed before you can move forward. It is a missed opportunity, but it's the loss of passion about something. Something you could, and this is probably talking about your divorce, because now it's talking about letting go of something that, yeah, now it's talking about your divorce. But I felt a shift in the energy here. Letting go, an ending you're having a hard time getting over, getting past, that hurt you badly. Yeah, all that. But I think most definitely all of that energy is holding you back. So Carol's not answering me, other than to say we don't know yet, because it depends on how she handles this other situation as to what energy she's moving forward with, what energy you're going to embody as you move forward, what's the point of attraction, your vibration that you're going to be manifesting from moving forward, yet to be determined. It is how I read that, interpret that. Well, it's a backstory, but you got to understand that we talked about momentum. Remember we talked about how momentum affects today, because that didn't just happen yesterday. It's been building for years. You have isolated to work on yourself and your kids. Yep. Yep. And I will answer your question, Aiden, in a second. It's just saying you're looking too far in the future, because if I tell you yes, will that affect what you do today? If I tell you no, will that affect what you do today? Sometimes Spirit won't answer us because we don't, for two reasons. Either it's not in our best interest to know, because we need to focus on what's in front of us right now, which I feel like is probably the case for you. And we also have so much momentum going because of what we're dealing with back here. And I feel like both of those are the case. You've just got to get further down the road with this situation with your divorce. I know that's not the answer you wanted. I don't like not being able to give you that answer, Michelle, because you're such a good supporter. I am not happy with that, but I have to go with what I'm given. Sorry, honey. What you don't see in my process, sometimes when I get quiet, I'm asking questions of my team. I always refer to them on my left side. I'm asking questions. So a lot of times I may ask 10 questions in my head to one that you see me ask out loud. And when they refuse to give me an answer that many times, it means no, undetermined. Well, there's nothing wrong with dreaming and looking down the road. Oh, I totally encourage that. However, not to the detriment of dealing with where you are and the wound that you need to heal from where you are now, because that's going to determine where you end up, right? I wish I had something better to tell you, Michelle. I do. I really do. It's not what I was thinking we would get out of that at all, but you know, it is what it is. I can't, you know, I'm not going to argue with my team. If they say no, they say no. First of all, instead of telling the story how you want it to be with that future situation, I'm recommending you tell the story how you want to deal with the one you got right now. Tell the story how you want this one to end. That story. And once that is further down the road or maybe even concluded, I just think you're you know what, leapfrogging, and you haven't dealt with the one in front of you yet. And that's what Spirit's telling us. We just need to. Well, of course, you know, I don't do timelines because you have the power to collapse timelines. Are you asking me, do you need to pay for another reading? Is that what you're asking me? Because not necessarily, but you're saying you have that current story, so wait, let it conclude. Well, exactly. Yes. It's almost like, because we all do this, and I'm not criticizing. Believe me, I'm not criticizing because I do it too. We need to self-soothe in any way that we can. It's human nature. We want to soothe ourselves. And part of soothing ourselves is looking at the future. I need hope to get me emotionally detached from this difficult situation I'm dealing with now. And so I'm going to think down the road at the future. But I think you're too far down the road a little. Then, in terms of me being able to answer your question, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I totally believe that. You know, I believe that. But in terms of answering your question, it's yet to be determined based on too much in the current. You know, it's like if you have a marble hitting here, if you ever play marbles, if I have a marble here and then I have one here, and I flick this marble here, if it's close, I have a pretty good chance of hitting it, right? If that marble's way over here, the trajectory, the slightest difference in trajectory from where I'm hitting it here can make it be miles off the mark for this thing I'm trying to hit way out here. It's just too far out sometimes. Maybe that's a better analogy. I know you will. I think you're a fierce mother, and when I say fighter, I mean that as a compliment for your kids and with your kids. I can feel that in your energy. So I know you are. I just feel like deal with what's in front of you. Deal with what's in front of you right now. I'm not saying don't have hope. That's not what I mean. But if you're so focused out there to soothe you from this situation, it's not a good place to be. Your energy's not clear enough. Can I say it that way? Your energy doesn't feel clear enough. I hope that makes sense. Because I don't know if I have any more words to try to explain it, Mish. Let me come back 1 second here and greet a couple people. Herb Boy Beekeeping. I don't know if you're still here, but we were doing a reading for somebody here using tarot cards. And Aiden, you asked about the new camera. Not a new camera, just new software. PayPal Kapoor and hey, Tony, welcome. Both of you welcome in. Thank you so much. New York City, the big New York City. I feel like I'm losing my voice early today. What's that about? Oh, you're in New York State, meaning Saratoga. I got you. Saratoga. I don't think I've ever been there. Been through New York City. I've never stayed there. Was going to Maine on a trip and went through there. Never been to Saratoga. I bet it's pretty there though, right? Is it mountainous? Is that where it starts getting real hilly up that way? Ah, yeah. I bet it gets cold up there. Ooh, yeah. I'm not a cold person. I don't do cold very well. I have to stay down here in the South in the summer, except in the very summer. I'm going to go visit my friend up in Minnesota. So only in the summer. Yeah, Adirondack Mountains. I would have guessed that. Yeah, that it's really beautiful and picturesque, but cold, right? Except in the summer. Aren't there a lot of lakes up that way too, Tony? It seems like I remember seeing something. Maybe it's a home and garden show, or I don't know. It's been a while back anyway, and people were looking for a house up that way, and I think there were some lakes, if I'm remembering correctly. Ooh, yeah, caribou. How do you know it's cold? When there's caribou outside. That's cold, yes. Oh, yes. Lake George. All right, Lake George. Okay, I kind of remember there was, because I remember there was some islands and whatever, but it looked beautiful. Wame, if I'm pronouncing your name right, please read the message on the screen. So, guys, there's the free reading is gone, but I do have mini read slots available if you'd like to purchase one. So, let me see if I can say that now. Hey, Mr. F, haven't seen you in a minute. Good of you to be here. Secundaga Lake, is that right? Secundaga? That must be a partial Canada. So, I mean, I don't know why they named that, but or I know probably Native Americans named it, right? Anyway. Saratoga. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Anybody else want a mini read besides Michelle, which I have thoroughly disappointed today? I'm sorry to say. I have messed her day up. I think I'm more upset about that reading than you are, Michelle. Honestly, did not want to give my sweet loyal viewer that message. But people that know me, I'm the tough love everything, mama, friend. That's what they call me. Okay, give it straight. I give it straight. No, I'm serious. I am, Michelle. I didn't. Did you not see me agonizing? I don't want it. Gotta laugh at myself. But I'm not out here to please people. I'm out here to help people. And I feel like that's why Spirit keeps harping on that for you, or did. Oh, I did not know that. Good piece of trivia there, Tony. So Amsterdam, New York is the birthplace of Kirk Douglas. Did not know that. Of course, I'm old enough to remember first runs with Kirk. Yeah, it was. I remember my mother loving his movies when we were growing up. It is, Mish. It really, really is. It's a acquired skill for sure. Okay, Mohawk carpets. Yeah, we have a big the southern carpet capital of the world is in northwest Georgia. Darn it, I'm having a blank, but that's how we think of it. It's like little Mohawk. It's I can't even think of the town at the moment, but oh, really? The and Thruway Bridge collapsed in 1987. Dalton, Georgia. No, not Savannah. I had to think. Dalton, I believe it is Georgia. It's not like northwest corner of Georgia. Pretty sure it's Dalton, but in that area, there's a lot of carpet mills up there. For sure, for sure. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they could have. Maybe I don't know if weather might have been a factor. I don't know. In the 70s, yeah. Labor was probably I would think labor might be had been cheaper down here. I don't really know, before everything was unionized. Okay, guys. Nobody wants to read it. I'm going to pull one more because I was going to do this earlier. A general love reading for the collective. And if nobody else wants a reading, I'll get out of here. So we're asking for the upcoming week. What is the general energies around love for the upcoming week? Well, Tony, you would have to purchase that, my love. I've already given away my free reading for the day. Hey, Malika in UK and Marwa, Ahmed, welcome. All right, this is just a collective reading of general energies for the week in love for my viewers. So whoever watches this. Well, you're being asked to be patient about something, or Spirit is saying we're working on something. We're working on balancing energies because some things are transforming, and we had that. You remember when I started out, I didn't specify love. I just said general reading. I think she was here. So we're dealing with either becoming the Queen of Wands for many of you, or dealing with a transformation regarding a Queen of Wands. Ooh. Okay. Could have to do with a breakup here for somebody. Now, she is typically my other woman card if you know you're dealing with one of those situations. But yeah, oh goodness, somebody needs, you need to charge your phone, good people, because somebody here is looking at always at distant shores, looking at making a choice, choosing a new direction. Yeah, making a choice. They're walking away. Whoever this is, or this you or some your person or somebody, whatever. But somebody here is walking away because they want to start over. Oh my goodness! All right. Geez, that was quick, clear. Somebody very possibly who's been juggling or feeling overwhelmed is about to reach out with communication. There could have been gossiping, or this could just be saying they might be spying on you, or you might be spying on them for that matter. So for whoever this reading is resonating, somebody's getting a new start this week because somebody broke up or is breaking up with somebody else. Now, I always read the death card. Well, not always. 99% of the time. The death card to me means transformation, but it does mean endings so that new beginnings can start. So something is transformational in this energy for the week that's causing endings and beginnings. I like it. So get ready. There could be some breakup on the horizon here. 2 cards, both of these cards. Well, this is a choice, but choice in love, and in the reverse, it means 2 cards there. So somebody here is breaking up and leaving a situation to start something new. I don't know who this is, but holy cow. All right. Yeah, you're wishing, whoever this is, wishing on a different star. Now, I have 2 queens here, so there may have been 2 people here. It's not about gender, it's about people here in my readings. So somebody here could be saying, yeah, I'm leaving behind one and maybe choosing the other. I don't know, because I have options and I want to pursue this new situation and very possibly put in the work here. And whoever this is, you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. Oh my goodness, this is whoosh. Yeah. I have been looking at where I want to invest for the long term, and even though I know this could be your person, if you're with somebody who's with somebody else, somebody's saying, I know that this has been disappointing and I broke your heart, but now guess what? I'm putting an end to something here. Yeah, wow. Well, that's awesome for somebody out there. Jeez. Let me see if we can catch up on some of your comments here. Thank you, nobody. I appreciate you chiming in there. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, could be. I mean, it's a collective reading, but if the shoe fits, as they say, right? Tony's saying, and trying to communicate with the wife. Now, like, well, yeah. I mean, you're here. That means you're automatically part of the collective if you're here listening to this reading, Tony. So it certainly can be you. Absolutely. Well, Courtney, how very sweet of you. Oh, well, maybe you were talking to Tony. Sorry, missed that. You were talking to Tony. Gotcha. There's a bit of a delay here on my because of my software. Wow. Now I want to ask what you don't. Well, we know what you don't see coming because. Let's see what else can I ask? I want to know a little bit more about that. Inquiring minds want to know. What else? Let's see. I'm trying to think of how to answer the question. I need to go outside, y'all. I haven't been out all day and it's pretty here. It's a little cooler than typical, but hence I got my swag. I got my swag sweatshirt on I got from YouTube. What do you think? What advice do you have for those of us that this is happening in our life? Let's ask that. Well, let's ask. I'm not sure what that means, Aeon, but death is transformation. It is indeed, Valen. So, what advice do we have for my collective about this situation coming toward some of us? Sorry about that noise. It's the neighbor's kids riding a scooter in my window and the other room is open. I'm trying to understand your question, Valen. What about judgment in the rider way? What about it? What is, you're asking the difference between the death card and the judgment card? Is that what you're asking, I think? Well, if you ask a different reader, you might get a different answer. Just so you know, readers don't all have the same connection with the card. To me, judgment can mean a lot of things. It can mean karma. It basically means awakening or reawakening. Can mean reconciliation in the love reading. But death means things have to end so new things can begin. So ultimately, transformation. It's also a Scorpio card. I hope that helped. Hey, Tony, you got... Oh, I had to squint. I don't have my glasses on to see your little emoji there. What advice besides just keep our nose to the grindstone, keep on working? Keep on keeping on. Keep on working. All right, come on. What can you tell us? What advice do you have, please, for my collective? Please and thank you. All right, one more. Maybe that's it. Just keep your nose to the grindstone. Owie, for somebody out there. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. In this deck, this card, this Three of Cups, now, yes, it can speak about third parties. I won't take that away from it for a minute, especially in this deck, but they are overindulging. To me, this card in most decks in the upright means celebration, having fun. So I think there's a dual meaning here. Find something to have fun about. Get busy getting happy, like I always say. Get busy getting happy. Celebrate what you do have, not what you don't have this week, or if you're the one that somebody's breaking up with. But don't overindulge, right? Because I know you're trying to balance this out, this regret and remorse. So yeah, let me I want to shuffle some more. What else, please? What else, please, and thank you, can you tell my collective this week? Because in that card, they're cups. I know cups represent emotions in the tarot, yes, but I don't know. Every time I look at them, these girls are in their party dresses. I think those cups are probably full of some kind of wine, and they are dancing in the rain. No, Four of Cups. No, this is Three of Cups. And I know it's hard to see on this. That's Three of Cups. Four of Cups is apathy, disappointment. Tony's saying the legal field is called paramour. In psychology field, it's called supply. Okay. I see. Yeah. Thanks for the education, Tony. All right. What else can you tell our collective here? Some advice to get us through the week. I mean, if I'm truthful, I think at least one of these girls, she doesn't even have a party dress. I think she's in her nightgown. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They've had a little too much wine. This reminds me of a bridesmaid. No. What do you call it when the girls? Why can't I not think of that? Good Lord. Before the wedding and the brides the bride goes off with the bridesmaid and they have a party, a sleepover, or a drunken fest. That's what that card reminds me of. I can't help it. Sorry. For those of you just tuning in, please read the message on the screen. Please and thank you. You can book a mini read if you'd like, but the free reading is spoken for today. Oh, come on, really? All right, we'll get another deck then. You just don't want to talk anymore. We'll ask this deck. What other advice? Exactly, yeah. And they're even too drunk to hold each other's hair. You know, right? I do not, Valen, I do not. What advice, please, do you have? And by the way, if Valen, if you have a channel here on YouTube, you're welcome to post it here. I like to support other readers. Okay. Yeah, I know that's right. Talking to myself, y'all. Focus on your stability. Like I said, work on you. Don't overdo it. Don't go out drowning your sorrows here this week. Sorry, I couldn't help. I was sidetracked thinking about just a minute. I'm coming up with a name. Hang on a minute. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Never mind. It'll hit me at 2 in the morning. Never mind. Focus on your stability. I'm taking care of you, because this Queen of Pentacles she is often a married queen. However, she doesn't have to be, but she does take care of herself. She provides for herself. She's also a nurturer. So nurture yourself through this, which is abandonment, being left out in the cold. Yeah, that's what that first set of cards would say. Nurture yourself through this. Also, this is saying, know your self-worth. Know your self-worth. Because, oh Lord, you may have, this may be unfinished business yet to be determined. I guess we'll have to part 2 next week. Tune in, folks. You know, yet to be determined. That's a cycle repeating itself. So that could be saying it's not over for some of you who don't want this to be a breakup, or it just means unfinished business, or maybe for those of you that are breaking up or being broken up with or ending a relationship of some kind, it could also be saying you just have to give yourself closure, which is difficult. I know. This is being up in your head and overthinking things. Giving yourself closure is not an easy thing, folks. It's just not. Yeah. So, yeah, making a choice. Some of you may be making a choice to just keep all this to yourself. Making a choice to keep it to yourself. Yep. Standing your ground about whatever. And the 8 of Pentacles is back. Standing your ground, defending your position, working on yourself. I love it. Yep. This is my horse and my money, and I'll go at whatever darn speed I please. Thank you very much. That's your advice, actually. So, know your worth. I love this. Know your worth. Yep. Work on yourself. Don't. This is analysis paralysis. Overthink this situation. Let me see what you've said over here, guys. Thank you. Why could I not think of that? Bachelorette party. Yes. Oh, Lord. I only got like 5.5 hours sleep last night for some very strange reason. I went to the symphony last night with my friend. Um, Came home and then just, did my normal bed routine and went to bed a little late. But then I woke up. Of all the mornings I get to sleep in on Sunday morning, and I woke up at 5:30. Go figure. That is, I don't know. But anyway, now it's hitting me. I need a cup of tea, I guess. Yep, bachelorette party. That is it. Thank you. Oh, Pablo, and I love you too. I mean, the Pablo Picasso. I don't know you, but I loved Pablo. In I loved his work. Let me rephrase that because I'm an artist and I respect other artists. But thank you for being here. I appreciate your comment. Oh, I like that, Vladimir. Babushka. I've heard that word. I didn't know what it means. I like that. Thank you. Babushka. I'll try to remember that. I'm sticking with Fleetwood Mac and never going back. I hear you. This babushka is in USA. I am in the southern part of the USA in Alabama. Ooh, what card to find? Probably, um, the Death card and probably the High Priestess. But yeah, definitely the Death card because that talks about transformation, and I'm a double Scorpio, and I'm all about that. Yeah, I was thinking Russian or Slavic or something over in that area of the world. Do I ever ask the deck what, Valen? Do I ever ask the deck? I ask the deck a lot of things. Well, my spirit team, they speak to me through the deck. But yes, I talk to my decks. I do. Not sure what specifically you're asking. All right, collective. So, Jay, my free reading slot has already been spoken for, hon. It was probably, let's see, about 2 hours ago. I know you guys are just popping in because I'm in the live feed, but that reading goes very quickly. Yes, yes. I get that, Vladimir. Yeah, I like that. But it's a noun, right? Like mother is a noun. Babushka is a noun. It's a person. Am I using that correctly? Oops, better get that in the wrong deck. You don't go there, you go there. All right, gang. If nobody else wants to purchase a mini reading, I will head out for the evening and go find myself some dinner. But I will be back. I don't know what night yet. I plan to do another live like this, and also a Scorpio reading live. I'm probably going to do that live, I think. I don't know what night, but during the week. So if you're subscribed and you have hit your notification bell, you will get notified. Just letting y'all know, you will get notified. So Okay, you said yes. Well, Vladimir, I have retired 3 times. I'm just saying. I was a professional artist for many years. I also taught meditation classes for like 20 or 30 years, and I'm doing that again because I think the world needs it. And I had a private practice where I was counseling people and doing intuitive readings and all that. I didn't actually discover tarot. Well, I knew what it was. I didn't start using tarot cards until about 3 years ago. I've always been well, not always, but, done readings for people and that kind of thing. And by the way, before I get off of here, I did start recently memberships on my channel. And I do, speaking of meditation, that reminded me, for certain level memberships, I do have 3 new videos up about meditation, how to meditate, and some of the general, like what breathing to use and that kind of thing. So if y'all are interested, go over there and check out my perks. The link to that should be pinned in the description box if you guys want to know. Oh, you are a soldier. Awesome. I hope you were safe wherever you are soldiering. My son was a soldier. My ex-husband was a retired lieutenant colonel. My brother and father were soldiers. So you have my respect. Doesn't matter what country. You were all fighting for the same thing. We're all fighting just to protect our country and our homeland and our families, aren't we? I wish you the best, Vladimir. I do. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Looks like it's almost, yes, over 2 hours. I think I will call it a day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope to see you guys soon. You're on the Finland front. Oh, my gosh. Really? In Ukraine? Probably. Well, we're all fighting over there. Oh. Well, stay safe, Vladimir. I wish you really many blessings and be safe. I don't know how in the world. It's the magic of YouTube, the magic of the world we live in with the internet, that you can be a soldier in Ukraine or Finland, talking to me here in Alabama. What a world we live in. Oh my God. You were there a month ago. Are you back home now, hopefully? Or at least temporarily? Goodness. Ugh. Oh, we just have to get rid of wars, guys. We're just smarter and brighter and more. We just know how. We know how to live without that. Why can't we do that? Yeah, I get that, Valen. I get that. We're not going to discuss political agenda here. We're all human beings. And as human beings, we all want the same thing. We just want to be happy and loved. And I'm not going to fault Vladimir, soldier, for that. He's just trying to. Who knows? He could be, Valen. He could be. I don't know. No way for me to tell that. Anyway, I'm bidding you all adieu. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you sometime later this week, guys. Take care. Bye.